Recording. All right, and hello, and welcome back from our very extended absence of Third and Long podcast. I'm still your host, Mason Rooney. Right there's my co-host, Cody Starin. Say hello, Cody.
Hello, everybody.
All right, and you know, I don't even know how long we've been gone. Was it 3, 4 weeks at this point, probably? Cody?
Month,
Yeah, it's been a hot minute,
month.
but yeah, a whole month. We've had our own stuff going on. I had school and work. I don't know what Cody's excuse is. Uh, and yeah,
Trying to start school.
yeah, yeah. So, yep. Uh, but now we have time, and I still have depression. So, where do you want to start on today's show, Cody?
You know, it's a
I'll let you pick the first topic.
officiating.
I can't understand. I didn't hear you. That's the same camera I got, Cody. But anyway, uh, like I said, I'll let you pick our starting topic for today.
I am definitely having internet issues tonight.
I could definitely. I think everyone could see that.
Yeah, but Jason, let me hear your take on NFL officiating this year.
Oh, it's been awful. It's ev- I don't even get me started on officiating because, dude, referees all year, especially last night during that Seahawks game, have been horrendous. I, it's a kind of a mixture of just like the taunting stuff, which has just ruined what I feel like has ruined a lot of the games, fun at least, and you now have uh just watching last night's Seahawks Rams game. I just don't even feel like talking football or about that officiating stuff because not only did they no call that PI that was 100% blatant, but they threw a flag on DJ Dallas because he was pissed that the referees didn't call a PI on that. So just got hit with a double whammy.
It's very one
What?
that DJ Dallas penalty was warranted after that atrocious no call.
Oh, absolutely. But I nothing's more iconic in the NFL than the Rams and no called PIs. It seems. So
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't. Why the hell do you have a lighter?
Don't worry about
Okay. Well, anyway, I was about to say, I don't want to. I don't like blaming the officials for a team's loss, especially considering how shitty our offense played last night, and our shitty offense has been playing all year. But there were two penalties that just kind of completely swung momentum in favor of the Rams, and it just sucks seeing our season end, more or less end. I don't think we're technically out of it yet, but it's pretty much over. I think I don't think there's like any chance we sneak in, but yeah, I mean, just seeing our season end at the hands of these referee no calls and bad calls, it sucks. So I don't know if
it.
you
Yeah.
I don't have the Vikings been screwed over like that before, multiple times in a game, I should say.
Not multiple times. There's been a few like
Any notable at
against
least?
The Browns in the last play of the game, Thielen got held in the end zone.
Oh yeah, there's that also was a Dalvin fumble week 1.
Yeah, Dalvin fumble.
Yeah, just all year refs have been bad,
Um,
so nothing new.
yeah, I could probably
I'm
think
just disappointed.
it is what it is. You know, the ref's gonna suck this year.
Yeah.
NFL is gonna do nothing about it.
Also,
Just how
let's just talk about the NFL postponing these games to help out the Rams because I know it wasn't intentionally like it just sucks how everything unfolded for the Seahawks Rams game. Everything broke in
My
favor of
biggest
the
com-
Rams.
my biggest complaint is the NFL at the beginning of the year said we're not postponing games this year. You can't play because of COVID. You can't play. You're gonna forfeit the game. You're gonna forfeit your pay.
Yep.
All right. So where is that now? At the end of the day, you got to stick to your guns. I understand COVID's a evolving situation. You know, it changes by the week basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just that time of year. COVID's gonna run crazy.
Yeah. I
It
feel
is
like
what it is.
I feel like it's kind of too late in the season to have been be postponing games and stuff. So especially
And I
with
understand.
so much on the line and stuff.
Like, I don't want to compare COVID to. I don't want to compare COVID to the flu or nothing like that. But like, have flu season for a reason because the flu runs crazy during a certain type of year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically COVID season because it's just gonna run around, you know.
Yeah. And
I
yeah.
mean, just look at the NBA for example. 98% vaccination rate. They have like what 200 people in the.
Yeah. I mean, the NHL just more or less stopped the season for I think till after Christmas or no after New Year. I
Yeah, I
think
think
is what they're doing.
the signal we got.
And they also opted out of the Olympics, so they're not traveling to
Which is
Beijing.
smart.
No, yeah, it is smart. So got to keep player
There's really
safety.
no benefit to them. Yeah, there's really no benefit to them going to Beijing to win a gold medal.
Yeah. So, this. Let's talk about the Pro Bowl rosters because they literally just got announced. Uh,
Yeah,
I don't know if you have them right in front of you or not, but uh,
yeah, I
who do
got
you
it.
think? Who do you think was snubbed in general? I'll say one,
Well, I want.
and it won't. It's not gonna be Michael Dixon because he obviously should have been in it. But I'm gonna say Cordell Patterson. However, you wanted to put him in as wide receiver or running back, probably a running back. I think he should have 100% made the Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah, especially since James Conner is in it.
I mean,
Is-
I think I would have bounced Kamara because I don't think Kamara's doing that much. He's missed a lot of time this year, I think.
Right, because Connor's had a lot of touchdowns this year, right?
Yeah, Connor's like second in the league in rushing touchdowns, so I don't mind that
Yeah.
pick.
So you bounce Kamara because there's no way he's making it over Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook has been the best NFC running back this year, and
Yeah. So
James Conner obviously having himself a. I don't know if you want to say resurgence, because I don't know. I don't think he played bad last year in Pittsburgh, but he's having himself a hell of a year. And I think just due with all the time Kamara's missed this year, I think Patterson should have snuck in.
um, I think my biggest snub would probably be Eric Kendricks.
Yeah, but who would he have swapped out instead of Parsons and Bobby?
And, and that's just the problem is there's so many there's a lot of good ones, but I just think Kendricks. I don't know how good of a year Bobby Wagner's had. Honestly, I
He's
haven't heard
leading
a
the
whole
league in
lot about
tackles.
it. Well, I mean that's per usual,
Yeah,
but I don't know. I could just be biased though, because
that,
I look at the two. I see Micah Parsons and I see Bobby Wagner, and you can't exactly take any of them out. So I'm gonna have to take that back.
yeah. I just think Micah's having an insane rookie year. I think he's number 3 in DPOY. Uh,
You could have made it as a defensive end too, honestly.
I I know outside linebacker, inside linebacker, honestly,
You name it, you could have made it.
you if you wanted to sneak Kendricks in, you could have had Micah as an outside linebacker somehow. But I think they're all these outside linebackers are pass rusher outside linebackers. So, But even then,
You
he
could
has
probably
10 and a
slot him
half.
in
He has like
instead of
10 and a half sacks or something. So he's not exactly just a coverage guy. So
yeah. You could probably slide him in. Or yeah, let me just before I say this,
I
let
don't
me
know
just
exactly. I don't know how Chandler Jones is doing this year, but I know Robert Quinn deserves it. He has like 15 sacks on the year. I'm not sure about Shaq Barrett either. I'm checking Chandler Jones stats.
he has 9.5 sacks. So since that first week of the season, he's got
Four
four
and
and
a
a half
half
sacks
sacks. Yeah. So
and only 27 tackles.
how many forced fumbles?
He's what?
How many forced fumbles?
Zero.
Yeah.
Wait, four.
Yeah.
Four. Zero touchdowns. Sorry, it's a really small list.
Yeah. Shaq Barrett only has
Only
9
nine
sacks, so he's not doing too bad,
Only
too
nine
better.
PFLs.
I
Oh, so you
the,
could have slid Parsons over to outside linebacker and then slid in Kendricks because honestly, those three are probably the best three linebackers in the NFC.
yeah, hands down. But I think having
I mean,
it's
Wagner, Kendricks, and Parsons are all four.
yeah, but it mainly came down to the fact that how they decided to uh, positionize Micah Parsons, and they positioned him as an inside linebacker, which is totally fair. But it's just kind of hard to
Yeah,
position him because
can't
he's
do
literally
that.
all year he's been outside, inside, edge. It's like how do you put that a position on that man's head? So
Yeah, I mean, shit, he might have even lined up as a safety one play, huh?
I wouldn't be surprised. That type of stuff, like yeah, I like it makes sense. So
I used
uh,
to think Isaiah Simmons was the most versatile player, but I think Parsons might have taken that.
Micah Parsons stole that from Isaiah Simmons' hands. So uh, I'm looking at these Pro Bowl. Deion Dawkins made a Pro Bowl. It's kind of wild.
He's on the Bills, right?
He is. He doesn't exactly strike me as Pro Bowl talent, but granted, I don't watch many Bills games, so I have no idea if that's an accurate statement or not. Yeah, all offensive lineman looks good. Wide receivers. Now, the fact that there's only 4 wide receivers kind of sucks because I think there's been a lot of good wide receiver play this year.
Absolutely.
If we were to add one receiver to each, who do you think would be number 5?
Mm,
Because that the NFC receivers are stacked. Cause
yeah.
think of more NFC receivers. Uh, let me pull up NFC teams.
Because I would have said Godwin before he got hurt.
Yeah. Um,
But you got to throw Deontay Johnson on the AFC.
you think?
Oh, absolutely. He's a 1,000-yard receiver.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then on the NFC side, I'm going to throw a coin toss between Tyler Lockett and DJ Moore.
I'd say lock him as a personal bias, and the fact that he's having himself one of his probably his best season. But did you know Lockett's not even an alternate?
Not.
No. Old boy got snubbed of being an alternate. So
Jesus.
I know. Uh, who did you say? Oh yeah, Deontay Johnson. Yeah, I could get past that. Or I could agree with that. Tight ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still, I know we talked. I don't know if I was recording or not, but I know we talked about it briefly. But Kyle Pitts being a Pro Bowl tight end, it feels weird because he only has 1 touchdown on the year. But then you look at his yards, and it's kind of makes sense why he's up there for a Pro
Well,
Bowl.
and then you also have to look at the rest of the options for the NFC side.
Yeah, it's like it's yeah. So
And the AFC side is owned by both Travis Kelsey and Mark Andrews.
Yeah,
So
it's just a formality to get them in, honestly.
because there's no one that's going to pass him in the next 10 years.
Well, I don't know how
Well,
many
I
years
shouldn't say
Kelsey
that.
has left.
I shouldn't say that. I should say probably three.
Yeah, at minimum three. Cornerbacks or defensive backs, I should say. No one really strikes me as shouldn't have made it or was snubbed. I think that NFC side, yeah, I think that's all valid. I don't exactly know what Kenny Moore's done this year, but it seems like everyone has been praising the hell out of this kid. So, yeah, more congrats on Kenny Moore making Pro Bowl.
If Trayvon Diggs didn't have 10 interceptions, he would not be.
Oh, absolutely not. That's the only reason he's in the Pro Bowl because he has 10 picks.
Yeah, he's atrocious without when he doesn't get picks.
Yeah. Yeah. But besides that, I think the cornerbacks are right. Free safeties, my boy Condre, pay that man, Seattle. Made it as having himself a hell of a year.
I always
But
thought that all the Seahawks secondary players were just struggling because the way you talk about them, it's just
no, it's not it's not the secondary. It's the cornerbacks. Although the cornerbacks have been better, have been getting
has
better.
been white.
Yeah, but last night we were without our number one corner, and I don't exactly have faith in Sidney Jones, as evident. I don't have faith in Sidney Jones plus third, fourth, and fifth string cornerbacks to cover Cooper Cup. If you
There
could
was a
believe
reason
it.
why Sidney Jones got booted out of Jacksonville. So
Yeah, I mean, Sidney Jones has played good. I'm not denying that or saying he's been playing like trash, but he's not exactly top cornerback material.
it's fair.
I think he could be. He's shown he could be a good number two corner, so or serviceable at least. Uh, strong safeties. Yeah, I like
I
how
mean,
the
they made
strong safeties for both are. They're kind of the same, but like different. You have Derwin and Derwin and Hitman, which kind of play safety similarly, and you have Buddha and Tyron that play strong safety similarly. I don't know. I thought that was funny.
I'm glad Harrison Smith got his respect this year because people around Minnesota are just trying to get him out of Minnesota in every way possible. But people don't realize he's pretty much the glue to that secondary at
Oh,
this point.
he's pretty much
I
like
mean,
the
him
only
and
good secondary player you guys got.
only him and Pat Pete have really played consistently all year.
Yeah.
And it was nice to hear the other day that Pat Pete wants to stay in Minnesota a few more years because
Did he only sign a 1 year deal?
he signed a 1 year deal, but he said that he wants to be in Minnesota a few more years if the allows,
Yeah. I mean,
which would
I
be
don't. I
steep
haven't really been paying attention to
considering.
Pat Pete. I'll be honest. But
But he's had a super quiet year because every time the corner on the opposite side of him, whether it's Bashad Breeland or
Dantzler.
Cam Dantzler, they can just get torched at every play, so they don't really throw out Pat Pete when they don't have to.
Yeah.
And when they do throw it at Pat Pete, he makes them pay.
Yeah.
So
But I don't think you'd swap out any of the NFC quarterbacks for Pat Pete, even if he is having that good of a year.
oh no, I'm not saying he's having a very bad statistical season.
Yeah.
That's just because the ball's not coming his way.
Yeah. Uh, I do want to raise one more snub, and that was Michael Dixon. Uh, this dude has been punting like 50 times a
Pretty
game,
young.
it seems. So I just think sheer volume of punts, he should have been Pro Bowl punter. But that's neither here nor there. And
Yeah, I mean Dixon, he's the pride and joy of Australia in the NFL. You know.
yeah, he's also the person that sees the most action every week on the Seahawks besides the defense.
I wonder if there's a punter in the league that's got more punts than him.
Probably Jacksonville, Houston, or Detroit would be my guess. Those punters. Um, I'm checking now.
I'm checking right now too.
I mean, fuck.
Oh,
Hmm.
Michael Dixon's got the most punts.
Uh, Let me see if I could find. Oh, by one.
Yeah, he's got Bill Burr beat by one.
And look, he has 37 inside the 20.
Half of his punts are inside the 20.
That's impressive.
Who made it over him?
Uh, Brian Anger, I think. Yeah, Brian Anger. I have anger that Michael Dixon, was not in the Pro Bowl. I know that was bad. Uh, but yeah, 100%
He,
Michael Dixon should
he
have
punted
been the
20 less times than him.
who
Huh?
who punted 21 times.
Or Brian Anger punted 20 times less.
And
Yeah, Dixon got snubbed.
yeah, 100%.
And Dixon allowed only 50 less or 50 more return yards.
Yeah, like
It's crazy. If someone would just average 4 yards of return.
no, he's the best punter in the league.
No, he's not.
Who who you saying is the best punter in the league then?
Dixon.
Are they you just said he wasn't.
All they were saying Anger was the best in the
Oh
league.
no, Dixon is the hands
Right.
down the best punter in the league.
Sometimes your sarcasm, okay? Your sarcasm gets the best of me, alright?
No, that's fair. I do, I do have speak it a lot in sarcasm. It's my second language, so yeah. Uh, Dixon was snubbed. But yeah, what the hell is this? Oh, yeah, Pro Bowl rosters, lots of snubs, and that's probably gonna be the main thing people talk about for like the next week. But Cody, do you know there's a Thursday night football game tomorrow?
Uh,
I don't know who's playing.
yeah, I
Uh,
don't know who's playing.
it's
Oh,
Niners at
Niners Titans.
Titans. Yeah, Niners are favored by 3. And I think I'm gonna have to agree that Niners are gonna win this game. What say you?
Yeah, as a Vikings fan, I really want the Titans to win, just so that way the Niners come back to us a little bit. 'Cause I think the Vikings are going to need all the help they can get to get into the playoffs, just because of they're playing the Rams this week.
Oh yeah, good luck.
So,
Oh, be careful.
and I've seen how
They might postpone that game if Ram if Matt Stafford gets COVID. They're gonna have to postpone it.
no, the whole team already had COVID. They're good for 90 days now.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers brags about it that after he got COVID, there's no testing for 90 days. So after you test positive for COVID, there's no testing 90 days.
Wow, did not know that was a thing. Honestly,
I
you
only know it 'cause,
you think that if you tested positive, you'd be tested more.
it's something with the antibodies in your system for 90 days that allows you something something. I'm not a scientist. I don't understand enough science. I don't know shit about fuck. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
fair.
I'm just
That's fair.
gonna check myself out this conversation. Just I know that's the rule.
All right. Well, I did not. So the Rams are lucky that they don't have to. I don't think Stafford. I don't think Stafford was one of the people that tested positive. But don't worry, don't worry, because if Stafford does test positive, they'll postpone the game till Tuesday, just so the Rams could win.
Who even is their backup?
It might be Wolford still. I have no idea though.
Oh.
But yeah.
On a side note, Kirk Cousins was placed on the injury report today.
For what?
The first time since 2013.
For what?
He's got a rib injury or something.
Uh,
I'm sure he'll be fine, but I just thought that was kind of insane that he's played Minnesota for 3 years now, and he's been hit around quite a lot for a quarterback. Not quite Russ level, but no, he's
I
probably
mean,
second tier.
granted, Russ. This was the first year Russ I think was ever injured. Yeah, injured.
No, I know. I'm just saying, Russ definitely gets hit more than any other quarterback in the league. But Kirk
Also,
Cousins, for as much as he gets hurt, I'm surprised he's only been on the injury report this week.
yeah. Also, while we're here talking about Seattle real quick, I don't know what the hell is going to be going on with Seattle this offseason. I'm already looking forward to it the offseason because I don't give a crap anymore about it, the Seahawks regular season. So,
See, people are comparing the Seahawks situation this year to Patriots when they lost Tom Brady. I just don't think it's a good comparison because at the end of the day, the Patriots still had draft picks.
yeah, don't remind me. And
They still had draft
I'm
picks.
just gonna say this right now. I understand that Seahawks got finessed in that Jamal Adams trade. Like I think we were robbed legally, but uh, I would do that trade again.
Don't get me wrong, Jamal Adams is one hell of a player,
I w-
but
I I think the big problem is that Seahawks gave up 2 first rounds picks for his ass.
I just don't because in the first round you're gonna get a starter, right? I mean that's kind of the way you draft in the first round as a starting player,
You hope to be a starting player.
right? And I just don't think there's anybody in the league that's worth two starters.
Yeah,
I mean maybe Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald's probably worth 3, honestly.
Yeah, I mean I can understand that for Aaron Donald or someone that's like a superstar, elite, like generational talent type player.
Yeah,
But I just don't see Jamal Adams as being that. I just see him being one hell of a blitzer and a slightly above average coverage player.
yeah. I mean, if we I if we would gave a 1 first round pick, if we gave a 1 first round pick, or if we were the Seahawks were good this year, I don't think people would be talking as much shit about this trade as they are. But the way things have unfolded, that Seahawks are super bad this year. That it's just kind of like, man, you gave up a top 10 pick for his ass. Wow, you guys suck. Like, yeah, thanks for the reminder, asshole. But yeah, like I love Jamal. I'm glad he's on the Seahawks, and I'm not ever going to be. I'm never going to talk shit about a Seahawks player, but it's just yeah, I would do that trade again. But
You're never gonna talk shit about a Seahawks player, huh?
well, that's not named Trey Flowers, I should say.
So where was this energy when Trey Flowers was still on the team?
Yeah, no, don't worry. No, but Trey Flowers was warranted. If we're being honest,
Oh, was it now?
it, if you saw Trey Flowers play, you would know he was social distancing before it was mandated.
I saw him in person. I went to the Vikings Seahawks game.
I
I
know.
seen it all.
Yeah, then you would know how bad that. No, I like Trey, or I'm hoping he has a good rest of his career, and I think he's in Cincinnati right now. But yeah, and plus people act like Jamal's been playing bad, or when he was playing, I should say.
Yeah, it's just it's hard for people to understand a bright spot of a bad team.
I know, like
I think that's the best way I can put it. I mean, it looks like the Vikings. Harrison Smith and Kendricks, both outstanding players. But since the Vikings aren't blowing people out and their defense is actually probably one of the worst in the league, it's hard to understand where a bright spot is.
yeah,
But
like
you pray for people like Jamal Adams, Harrison Smith, Bobby Wagner, Kendricks. You pray for people like that to build around. And I think both the Seahawks and the Vikings have failed at building around those key players.
yeah, like it, Also, it doesn't help that the Seahawks are on the field, like, defensively on the field for like 40 minutes a game. So,
Yeah, that definitely does not help
so
you guys at all.
we we just we give teams more opportunities to run it up on us, which kind of amplifies like, hey, wow, this defense not that good. Even when in reality we may be last in yards, but we're like fifth in points. So
And at the end of the day, and you guys might have like a middle of the pack defense, but since they're always on the field, it makes them look so much worse.
I know is that just we cannot stop anyone, or I don't want to say we can't stop anyone because we're fifth in points, but like when it matters most, we can't get off the field, and when it matters
And
most, also we can't stay on the field.
that offense this year is so bad.
Which is so weird because we have Russell Wilson. Granted, he missed 3 games. DK and Tyler Lockett. Like, I, you know what? Since Christmas is coming up, I want one thing for Christmas, Santa. If you're out there and you're listening to this podcast for some reason, uh, please, please, I want the Jacksonville present of Pete Carroll gone. So
But problem is Pete Carroll's not doing the things Urban's doing.
no, Pete Carroll's actually a good guy. So and Pete Carroll's a good guy and a Hall of Fame coach, but
Urban's a dirtbag.
Urban is a dirtbag and a fucking kicker. It seems.
Yeah, he kicks better than his kickers.
Well, you say that, but his kicker won him his first game as an NFL coach.
Okay.
But
Urban kicks him 5 out of 10.
yeah, I still don't know why the fuck you have a lighter, but that's
I don't
specific.
know. I like playing with stuff in my hands. ADHD kicks in, you know.
No, I get it. But
Be
yeah,
like that.
that that's the show. Thank you all to watching. Hey Cody, guess what?
What?
It didn't matter if we went live or not.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Not a lot of people have Twitch on my Instagram.
Yeah, I could tell. But yeah, it was fine. We might do it again. Who knows? Worst case, this is a one-off thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the end of the show. Again, follow us on socials. Nope, wrong hand. Up here. Yep, you're still pointing at it. Yep, you're pointing at yours. Remember, follow us down there. And hopefully we're back to regularly scheduled episodes. But we will see.
Absolutely. I'm ready to go, baby.
All right. Well, again, see you all, and I don't even know what we're talking about next time, but that's a future us problem, and we will see you later.